Hi, I just completed this deal I wanted to tell you all about. I was working with a very special investor, and we had an opportunity to put together a deal for a house that was built as a 3-bedroom, and they added a 4th bedroom in the garage with a mini split. And the house was currently being used as a house share. So, in looking at the cash flow on this property, it ended up closing for $260,000. And we are currently seeing the bedrooms rent out for, the one in the garage is renting out for $850 a month. The 2 spare bedrooms are renting out for $800 a month. And the master bedroom normally in this house would rent out for $1,100 a month. I've seen them as much as $1,200 a month. So cash flow on this property is significantly more than if it was rented out as a single family property. There are no rules against this in Cape Coral. You do need to register any property that you rent out with the city, which is just a $35 one-time cost to do that registration. So the kinds of people that rent properties like this in Cape Coral vary a little bit. In this house, we have a couple in the master bedroom that arrived here from Venezuela. He has a job with a construction company, and they are working on their citizenship. It takes about a year, little over a year to get that. In one of the spare rooms, we have a chef at a local restaurant. And another spare room, we have he works in retail. I believe he's a general manager at a retail store in one of the outlet centers. And in the garage room, he is an electrical contractor. So all, bona fide, employed people. A lot of times we see houses like this being rented out to healthcare, visiting nurses, a lot of different options. There are HUD-backed houses. You could make yours a HUD-backed house where you have guaranteed rental coming in, and that might be even as a sober house or for veterans. And you can run these houses fairly easily. With that kind of rent, you can have somebody come in and clean, and they can be like your eyes and ears for what's going on in the house. In this particular house, the everyday cleaning is done by the spouse in the master bedroom, and she is immaculate. I've been in, and I cannot believe the house is cleaner than my house. I'd love it if she came over and cleaned my house daily. And then, having a handy type of people living there, they're going to let you know if something's not working properly. So so far it's been a very good experience for this buyer. I also wanted to talk briefly about how this house was purchased. This particular investor had money that he wanted to leverage in his IRA. So he rolled that into a self-directed IRA with a company called Equity Trust. And I can put anybody who's interested in touch with a representative from there. And Equity Trust becomes the custodian, and the house is then owned by Equity Trust Custodian, FBO, for the benefit of you. So some of the advantages are you get to utilize those funds without paying any penalties because they never really come out of the IRA. Your IRA owns your rental property. We have, they have said you have the ability to have like a debit card, so you can put a small percentage of your IRA funds in there to support any regular cleaning or maintenance or anything. And all the rental income can go right back into that IRA, so it gets reinvested in whatever stocks or securities or funds that you had your original IRA invested in. So this particular amount of money was generating between 8 and 10% in returns, and it's now estimated with this sort of rental strategy to generate about 20%, which is really great. And then when the time comes to maybe sell the property, or if you wanted to sell it, you don't need to do a 1031 exchange. You sell it, the funds can stay in the self-directed IRA, and you can either move them back into your regular IRA, or you can purchase a different property through the IRA. So it was a very easy process. Not a lot of crazy steps involved. There's not a lot of monitoring. It's sort of up to you to monitor how you move your funds in and out of there, your expenses and your income. And definitely doing this dual strategy with the IRA, purchasing the property and then having that extra rental income is turning out to be an amazing investment strategy in today's market for a number of reasons. One, there's no mortgage interest rates to worry about. It's kind of like using other people's money, but it's really using your money, and you're paying yourself back at a higher rate of return, and then that money continues to get invested back in the funds that you had them in the first place. Plus, you're getting the benefit of the acceleration of the real estate appreciation. You can do depreciation on any assets that you may purchase, like maybe you decide you want to do the lawn and you purchase a riding mower out of that IRA. You would speak to your accountant about how that works, but those benefits still exist. Also, in the market here in Southwest Florida, there is an affordable housing shortage, truly, and they're building tons of apartments, but they're still not really affordable for the people who work in hospitality, some of the people that work in our services, and definitely in our trades. And we have a good pool of really qualified renters here, and there are waiting lists for rooms. So if this is something that seems of interest to you and you want to learn more information about it, please give me a call, and or you can schedule a call with me at calendly.com/Carlene Marone, and let's chat about the options. I would love to help you do a similar type of investment. Maybe you have funds from a 1031 exchange that you need to roll over, and you'd like higher cash flow than what you're seeing in a regular rental or a short-term rental, as in an Airbnb. This might be for you. Or maybe you're not really wanting all your money in your IRA or stocks right now. You're looking to diversify, and this is a way to do that without paying any withdrawal fees or penalties or taxes on that money, by putting it in there and then directing what the IRA purchases as far as your real estate goes. So let's talk. I want to do more of these. I'm excited about them, and I have the resources, and I would love to help. Have a great day.